Can I?
You gonna punch out?
Yeah. Can
What you
I?
asking for? I'll think about it.
Like they told you, wake up one day and see that dip.
Yeah. Let's go, baby. You can't do that. Alright, man, those who took the witchamacallit, the witchamajiggy, the witchamajenga, oh, I feel bad for you because you got AIDS. You thought the reptilians cared about you? No. They gave you the AIDS.
If you're listening to this, you are not alone. You are the resistance.
Huh?
Hey, what's up, guys? What's up?
Listen,
What's up?
you can't be saying that
Just
all
checking
out
in with y'all real quick, man. Wanted to put something on your mind. Two things. I just put out the movie, okay, the CV movie. Put that out the other day. That's on Rumble. I know it was some issues with the audio. That's what I was telling y'all before in the previous video. Like, look, man, the audio might be jacked up. I might have to push it back. Sometimes I don't know until I put it out, depending on which system I put it on. Sometimes the audio will be kind of flawed. So, and I won't know sometimes till the process is done. But I went and did the video over. So I put another one up there. So you can go download the other one. You can go watch the other one. The audio is perfect. Okay, you won't have no problem making out what's being said. I apologize for the initial one that I put out. I figured, hell, y'all have been waiting 2 or 3, no, it was about 3-4 days. So I was like, man, let me go and get this one out. It wasn't too bad, but it did affect. I know some people did complain about it. But I want to say something real quick, man. If you notice, and if you've been rocking with me from day one, then you know this. But they starting to talk a lot about HIV. They starting to talk a lot about HIV. Pay attention. Okay? Just like they started having the buses riding around with the whatchamacall on, it's talking about, oh, you might be at risk for this, for that. So you start saying commercials about, oh, we're finding these problems with people's hearts and things now. Okay, we got new technology. See, they try to disguise everything. We got new technology that's gonna allow us to know what's going on earlier. So people that would have never knew about, now we know and we can diagnose them with heart problems. No, y'all didn't create no better technology. Y'all just gave people this problem. You see how they do? So now they talking about, we're finding that we can find people with HIV. But what is HIV about? We know that it jacks up people's immune systems, right? People with a compromised immune system. What is HIV/AIDS? Is autoimmune deficiency, right? Disease, one or the other. So, and you remember early on, guys, I made a video. That's why I said if you was rocking me since day one, you know this. I made a video early on where I said, hey, they finding that people that took the whatchamacallit or whatnot, they're coming down positive for HIV. People that did that were coming down positive for HIV. So what does this mean? Now they starting to see, and it's coming out that they're finding people with this. How many people are we talking about? Wouldn't that be crazy, guys, if the whole world all of a sudden had HIV? How crazy would that sound? How crazy would that be? Then you guys sit here and you gotta deal with these people, man, that we try to talk to, we try to warn and everything, and they ain't wanna listen. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a friend, guys, I just talked to the other day. Man, it hurt my heart. To hear it, but we haven't talked a lot about the other process that happens when people are actually sick or not. But apparently there's another thing. It's not just the I can't say some things, guys, but we'll just say that the whole antibody process that they've been using, that part, okay, that part. I had a buddy that contacted me, man, and we were talking. We was basically talking about what he had going on, and apparently he did that procedure, right? He did the procedure. Hold on. So he did the procedure, man, and he say he been jacked up ever since. He been jacked up. He's got a clot in his leg. You know what I'm talking about? That happened. He's talking about his body's been hurting. He's been sick. His memory is jacked up. He said he don't remember nothing. He can't remember anything. Some of the stuff that you talk about the same day, same conversation, he messing up. Because I was talking to him. We talked about some things. And I told him about this, that, and the other. And we went in deep detail. And then, like, maybe 10 minutes later, he was asking me about the same thing. I didn't think that, I brushed it off. Sometimes people do that. You're like, man, all right, I'll just brush it off. Maybe he just wasn't really paying attention. Maybe he's doing two things at once. I don't know. So I just, dismissed it. Then later in the conversation, he started telling me about how he had a little procedure. You know what I'm talking about. And now he can't remember. He's like, man, I can't remember nothing, man. My mind is just jacked up. He's like, I'll be honest with you. It's something happened to me. I know it's this that did it. I just don't feel right. I ain't been right since. Like, this is what he's telling me. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of people that's got this stuff going on, man. A lot of people that didn't know, that didn't have the information, and they finding out stuff on the back end. So, anywho, guys, I just want to put that out there. Go get the other movie that I put out on Rumble. It's the same one if you already saw it, but it's the better audio so that y'all can share that with your family members, friends, and loved ones. I think that's about it. Something else that I wanted to say to y'all, but I can't think of it right now. So, anywho, guys, this video wasn't gonna be long. I just wanted to put something out real quick to kind of talk about, hey, they talking about HIV, okay? Like, do everybody that, you know what I'm saying, do they need to all go get checked for HIV? Just like they said people need to get checked, get the D-dimer check and check for microscopic clotting on the lungs and stuff. Like, these people need to get checked for this stuff. You see what I'm saying? So, people need to get checked for the myocarditis and stuff. Do people need to get checked now for HIV? Remember, guys, another thing I want to put out before I'm going to let y'all go. Okay, I know some of y'all be like, man, why you making this short-ass video? Then some of y'all be like, why you make them long video? So, you can't win, right? But anyway, I told y'all I put out a video a long time ago. It was about a year ago about how they found people that was coming out with HIV. Crazy, right? Anyway, one of the companies had decided to abandon their trials. Why? Because they figured out that it was doing more damage to the immune system in disabling people's immune system to respond. They recognized that and they shut it down. Okay? They said that it would be better to catch and to recover from it. That was your best mechanism against it. The best fight you got against protecting yourself from anything is allowing your immune system or using herbal remedies to kill yourself. Okay? Because with that, now your body builds up the immune system organically. Okay, it builds up the immunity. Okay, the antibodies to fight off these different bacteria. But see, what this designed to do is to eliminate your body's ability to respond, okay? And that is why when you catch something else, that's why I put out in the video before, it was a country that was putting out, that was giving people, and they was coming down with HIV. But what happens when you have HIV? When you have HIV, your body is weak and your immune system is weak and it's not able to fend off against viruses and disease and colds and stuff like that like it normally does. That's why people with HIV and AIDS die the way they do, okay? So basically, that's what people were getting from actually taking this vaccine. Okay, so either way, guys, the company comes out and it says, hey, we abandoning it. There was articles and stuff out, but now they done removed them and things like that. And now, guess what they go and do? They go and use their fact checkers. well, this company never really said that. They didn't really do that. Y'all lying. Y'all lying. Guys, do not believe these false fact checks. Fact checks is nothing but something to throw the blinders back over the sheet like this and say, no, you didn't see that. No, just move along. Keep moving, sheep. Nothing's wrong here. They're lying, okay? Anything associated with Google and all that stuff, man, they are with the shits. You understand what I'm saying? They are out to get you. So it was another video, I think I want to say Dr. Jane Ruby put out about what they were finding. Might have been Jane Ruby, it's one of these other doctors put out about what they were finding about people that had sexual relations with somebody that took the whatchamacallit. They were finding that these people were having issues too. Like if you had sex with somebody, I don't know if Insurance Alive, but we had this conversation, man, in one of the posts. Somebody was asking about if they kissed somebody that had, did or whatever, would it affect them? Okay, so anywho, guys, what I was saying is that it was another doctor that came out and they had did some research into the whole having sexual relations with somebody, that they were seeing that it was a similar type of reaction to somebody who transmitted HIV to another sexual partner. Okay? So, are you making a correlation here between the two or the three? Okay? This is what we're dealing with. Everybody knew that Dr. Franken's buddy, Frankenshee, y'all knew that he was part of the study and the research that went behind that, right? So would it be hard for you to, or not conceivable for you to see or believe that maybe there may be some parts of that that's involved? Okay? Think about that, guys. We're talking about people with compromised immune systems. Alright? Compromised immune systems. We're talking about somehow that's being passed on to others, right? Through sexual relations, maybe through any forms of intimacy. I don't know. We're talking about, I don't know, we're talking about touching so much. But it's like, it's possible, man, that they didn't pretty much model this thing after HIV. Or it's got the same ingredients or the same, chemical formula that they didn't put together to make sure they had the same effect on people. Okay? And think about that. Think about HIV patients. HIV patients walk around, they don't even know they got it, right? They think they healthy and all of a sudden they in the hospital, jacked up. Can't fight off a cold, right? How many people right now are like, oh, we good, ain't no wrong with me, I feel great, everything's fine. And they run around and they the biggest carriers. They creating these, I can't say so much, guys, but they the biggest carriers. And they walking around, they mingling amongst other people. And everybody talking to make a big fuss about, oh, they lifting these mandates and stuff, and all this stuff is going back to normal and stuff. There's a method to the madness. Y'all understand what I mean? There's a method to the madness. The way I see it, it's just coming from me. What they want to do, they want to give you that illusion that, oh, we did all this, and that caused this to happen. You see what I'm saying? So they already got, you saw the movie that I put out. You saw at the end where the lady was talking about what they were seeing, the morticians and stuff, and the hospitals bringing in all these different these morgue bays or whatever. It's like 8 or 10 in there, and it was an abnormal amount. You seen what the insurance adjuster was saying, the life insurance guy was saying. You also seen what the other mortician that was talking to Dr. Jane Ruby was saying. So you look at that, guys, and you say, well, dang, how are they all of a sudden having all these deaths and stuff now? Why is it taking so long? Why are people not noticing? Right? What does that mean for the people that think they good and they walk around thinking everything's all right? So, what does that mean, guys, for these people that think they good? Like, I see people, they remember people was posting that on their Facebook and everything. Oh, I got I took that, I did that, and it was on their picture. It was like a little icon or whatever, and it's like people was proud of it. Like, you ain't gonna see people posting that no more. When this stuff start really hitting the fan, you ain't gonna see people posting that no more. That's like saying, I got HIV. I'm running around with HIV. But what happens with people with HIV? They run around and they mess with other people. So you guys gotta be cautious out here. I know some of y'all still deal with folks that did that. You might be having a relationship. You might be in a household. You might be married to somebody that did that. That might be your boyfriend, your girlfriend. Somebody may have did it for work reasons. So now they lifting the mandates and everything, and boom. All of a sudden, guys, like I told you before, they already hit the numbers they want to hit. People got to understand the numbers that they want to hit been hit. Okay, so we got to understand, what does that mean? Okay, well, we can go back to normal. We can go back to normal because it's going to do its thing. It's already in the water. You understand what I mean? It's already in the water. So if it's doing its thing and it's passed through sexual relations and things now, and you already got what? You only got a third of the population that ain't did it. And then if some of them mess with these folks, what do you got? What do you got? You see what I'm saying? So that's a man. That's gonna be pivotal. But they need a scapegoat, right?